Okay, let's talk about a secret technique for making incredible AI video. It's a method that lets you really focus on your vision without getting totally bogged down in all that technical prompt writing. In fact, I think this might be the thing that finally kills manual prompting for good. Now, I know what you're thinking when you hear that. Isn't that cheating or just lazy? But nope, not at all. This is the key to unlocking a way faster, way more creative workflow. It's about putting your ideas, not your technical chops, front and center. So, here's the plan. First, we'll look at the big problem with prompting as it is today. Then, I'm going to introduce you to your new best friend, an AI Prompt Sidekick, and show you exactly how to build it. We'll even see it in action, and then wrap up by talking about what the real creative skill is in this new AI world. Right, let's dive into that first part, the prompting problem. See, to really get why this sidekick idea is such a game changer, you have to appreciate just how unbelievably far AI video has already come. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that text-to-video was this messy, kind of blurry, inconsistent thing. But today, the stuff coming out of models like Google's Veo or Runway, it's just divine. We're talking cinematic, high-quality, honestly breathtaking results. The tech has leaped forward, but the way we actually create with it, that part hasn't quite caught up. And that's really the heart of the issue. Even with these amazing tools, we're forced to be translators. We have this feeling, this story, this vision in our head, and we burn all this creative energy just trying to translate it into the super specific, technical language the AI needs to understand. It's a total creative drain. But what if you didn't have to be the translator anymore? It's time to let you in on the secret for bypassing that whole frustrating process so you can just stay in your creative flow. So meet your prompt sidekick. What is it? Well, it's basically a custom AI, like your own personal version of ChatGPT or Gemini that you've trained up on the official instruction manuals from whatever video model you're using. Its only job is to take your simple, creative ideas and just convert them into perfectly optimized prompts the machine will understand. And this right here, this is a huge mental shift. For so long, we've all been obsessing over getting the prompt just right. But your real value as a creator isn't in writing perfect code-like commands. It's in your unique idea, your vision, your story. That's the art. Think of it just like this. The prompt sidekick is your own expert translator. You speak your natural, creative language, and it turns around and speaks flawless machine language. You get to focus on the what, and it takes care of all the how. Okay, so that sounds pretty great in theory, right? But how do you actually, build one? Let's get practical. I'm going to walk you through the simple, step-by-step guide to making your own. Seriously, it boils down to just 4 steps. First, you find the official documentation, the how-to guides for whatever AI video tool you're using. Second, you just save those pages as PDFs. Third, you go and create a new custom GPT. And last, you upload those PDFs right into its knowledge base. And that's it. You've basically given it a brain full of expertise. And the great thing is, you can do this for pretty much any of the major models out there. For Google's Veo, you'll find the docs on the DeepMind site. For Runway, you might have to grab a few different guides. The key is just to find those official instructions on what makes a good prompt for that specific tool. Now, you can totally do this whether you have a paid account or not. If you've got a paid ChatGPT or Gemini plan, you can build a permanent sidekick and load that documentation into its long-term knowledge. But if you're on a free plan, no worries, it works just as well. You just upload the PDF into a new chat window every time you start a project. All right, so you've built the sidekick. Now for the fun part. Let's see what this actually looks like in practice. How you go from a simple human idea to a technically perfect prompt. And just remember, the whole goal here is to shift your role entirely. You are no longer a prompt writer. Your job is to be an idea machine. You just come up with concepts, feelings, and stories, and you let your trusty sidekick handle all that boring translation work. This is really where the magic happens. You can give your sidekick a super simple idea, something like a moody peer. Then you can talk to it like a person and say, make it more emotionally subdued. And because it's read the manual, it'll translate that feeling into technical terms the model gets, suggesting things like a close-up revealing the subject's view or that the camera pulls back and orbits. You'd never have to think of that yourself. Of course, let's be real, AI video is still tough. You're not always going to nail it on the first shot. So what happens when the video comes back and it's just not right? You don't scrap it and start over. You just iterate. You take a screenshot of the wonky video, you upload it to your Sidekick, and you tell it in plain English what's wrong. The lighting's weird, or the character's face looks off. Your Sidekick will look at the problem and give you a new, corrected prompt to try. It's a feedback loop. So this whole way of working, it really points to a much bigger shift in what it means to be a creator in the age of AI. For this last part, let's talk about the new creative skill that really, truly matters. This quote just sums it all up perfectly. It's so logical, right? If a computer is the one reading the prompt, why not trust a computer to write it? Why should a human spend all their time trying to think like a machine? Let the machine do the machine stuff. So here's the big takeaway. All those people who said prompt engineer was going to be the hot new job of the future, they were wrong. The most valuable skill isn't being good at manipulating the machine. It's the deeply human skill of being able to clearly articulate your imagination, your vision, your intent. And that really leaves us with one last question to think about. If a computer is writing all the technical instructions, what's your real job as the creator? Well, it's not about syntax or keywords anymore. It's about being the source of the idea, the director of the vision. Your real job is to have a vision worth translating in the first place.